श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। नमस्ताराय ताराय नमो नमस्ताराय नमो नमस्ताराय नमो नमस्ताराय नमः।
ताराय नमो नमस्ताराय ताराय नमः शम्भवे शम्भवे नमस्ताराय ताराय नमः शम्भवे।
नमः शम्भवे शम्भवे नमो नमः शम्भवे च शम्भवे नमो नमः शम्भवे च।
शम्भवे च शम्भवे शम्भवे च मयो भवे मयो भवे च शम्भवे शम्भवे च मयो भवे।
शम्भव इति शम्भवे
च मयो भवे मयो भवे च मयो भवे च मयो भवे च मयो भवे च।
मयो भवे च मयो भवे मयो भवे च नमो नमश्च मयो भवे च नमः।
मयो भव इति मयः भवे
च नमो नमश्च नमः शङ्कराय शङ्कराय नमश्च नमः शङ्कराय।
नमः शङ्कराय शङ्कराय नमो नमः शङ्कराय च शङ्कराय नमो नमः शङ्कराय च।
शङ्कराय च शङ्कराय शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय मयस्कराय च शङ्कराय शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय।
शङ्करायेति शङ्कराय
च मयस्कराय मयस्कराय च मयस्कराय च मयस्कराय च मयस्कराय च।
मयस्कराय च मयस्कराय मयस्कराय च नमो नमश्च मयस्कराय मयस्कराय च नमः।
मयस्करायेति मयः कराय
च नमो नमश्च नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमश्च नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय च शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय च।
शिवाय च शिवाय शिवाय च शिवतराय शिवतराय च शिवाय शिवाय च शिवतराय।
च शिवतराय शिवतराय च शिवतराय च शिवतराय च शिवतराय च।
शिवतराय च शिवतराय शिवतराय च नमो नमश्च शिवतराय शिवतराय च नमः।
शिवतरायेति शिवतराय। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण मही महीषाः। गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम्। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Loving pranams at the lotus feet of my beloved Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba Varu. When I now realize, recollect all happened, I will see that Swami is in me throughout my life from the very birth, controlling and guiding all the incidents in my life, and to undergo my past karma and taking me nearer and dearer to me day by day. Now I try to explain what are all happened in my life till now and share my experiences with you. Swami made me to take birth as the 6th child of an orthodox family of 9 children. I was named as Sri Ramachandrudu because I was born on a Wednesday and Punarvasu star, and at that time of my birth my father has just completed Sundara Kanda Parayanam, and hence my name was named as Sri Ramachandrudu. This might have been planned by Swami that my name should be Sri Ramachandrudu. Then not only that, Swami made me to inherit the chanting of Ramanama in all conditions from my mother, who was always chanting the Ramanama in all her, whatever may be the conditions. Even while cooking, while doing normal work, she has been chanting this Ramanama. So this I had inherited, and I will try to narrate such incidents also where this Ramanama has saved me. Coming to my experiences, my family consists of 3 children. First son. Before that, I would try to tell one more thing, that one of our close relative has approached my parents to adopt a child from their 9 children. Then, though my parents were not interested at all, but they have been forced to give them because that close relatives' parents only came to their rescue when they were dire circumstances, and no other relatives came to their help. So they are forced to accept that offer. Then my adopted mother approached Paramacharya Chandrasekhar Swamiji of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham to select the child whom she wanted to adopt. Then Swamiji has directed her to take me as her adopted son. So that's how I came to an adopted family. So my first child is named after Swamiji and named as Chandrasekhar. He was an old student of Bhagavan Baba's Vrindavan campus and now actively participating in the students' medical camp in Vrindavan. My daughter-in-law also is an old student of Swami from Anantapur campus. She is working now as one of the counselors in our hospital. Then my second child is mentally retarded from the very birth and is the main person who has led us to our Swamiji. The third child is blessed by Swami and named her as Sai Madhuri. Though she is a BDS from Government Dental College, Bangalore, and was practicing in Sri Rampuram of Bangalore, later during her caring of first son or the only son, and due to transfer to Hyderabad, where she got in contact with Sai organizations and liked children's teaching more than her profession. So due to so many other reasons, she has left this doctor's profession and concentrated on children's education, and now he is working in an international school in Bangalore. She is also participating in Seva Sai organizations and teaching and learning the bhajans of Swami. Thus, my complete family are all engaged in Swami's organizations, and this was a boon or blessings from Swamiji to me. Coming to my own experiences, in the early days of my school, Swami saved me from a bad company of students. When my father came to know that I was in a bad company, he immediately changed my school, and where I got in contact and got recognition for my studies. So I am interested in studies, thus my total habits and other things have been changed. So thus Swami saved for the first saving from a bad company. Then coming to next engineering colleges studies days. In the first year of engineering, where I was studying, that was in Government College of Engineering, Anantapur, which is very close to Puttaparthi. In the first year, my roommate, one Mr. Srinivasulu, had showed me Swami's photo and told me that he is God and he was a staunch devotee of Swami. But since I was totally convinced that my Lord Rama alone has to come in the human form and has to guide me and teach me all the spiritual lessons and take me towards him. So I just didn't not take much attention. So thus I have missed the first chance, or Swami made me. That was the time, since that was the time, I should not change. The Swami saved another incident was a pervertiveness. This is a pervertiveness renunciation. That is, when I was studying in the first year engineering college in Anantapur is a little away from a small rivulet, about 3 kilometers, where there were no people at all. I used to go in the evenings there, sit all alone and start thinking of what is this life and all that. And one day I felt, what is the use of studying all this? Finally I may become chief engineer, I may become great name and fame, but finally I am going to die, leaving all these things. So what is the use of all this? Thinking that this body itself is not very important, I started injuring my body by the thorns and the near bushes. Swami made probably one of that my roommate Srinivasulu has come there at that time and started telling what nonsense you are doing. This is not renunciation. This is not a spiritual life approach. Then he took me back to our room and told me this is not the way to get this. You have to make lot of sadhana and realize what you are and get renunciation. So thus Swami saved me again from this pervertedness. Then again for the second time Swami saved me from a bad company. What had happened was, my studies were very good and I got a special scholarship in the last final quarter final year examination, not final year, first year final examinations. Just before examinations. Then some of my friends, they used to tell me that you are so intelligent and you got a special prize for you. Then why should you study? Then they used to take me to Anantapur. Anantapur used to be 3 kilometers away from college, our college. There we used to go there and go to hotels, cinemas and other things and used to enjoy. This has happened during the preparation for the final year. So when final year during actual examination started, when I opened the textbooks, as we all know, the engineering books are quite voluminous, and I became very nervous, and I could not understand even a single sentence because of my mental condition. Then I could not do anything except my Ramanama. Throughout the day, 24 hours, even during nights, not even sleeping, Ramanama I have been doing. The next day, first examination when I went, our invigilator was a very strict lecturer, but fortunately, he was the person who has created the special prize and gave me this scholarship. So, what happened is, I thought there is no escape, so I was just sitting dull-headed in the examination with my question paper and answer paper without any reaction. Then my lecturer, that invigilator, came round and saw me, no reaction in me. Then he asked me, what happened to you? Then I told, sir, this had happened. I didn't study anything, and now I am in a position to even understand the line. The question, first line, I could not understand. My mind is not working. It's totally become dull. Then I don't know what Swami made him. He went round first. Second time he came and took my question paper. And after some time, few minutes, he came back. He answered the first question fully on the back of the question paper and gave me. Now you understand? Try to answer the first question. Then I told him, sir, I cannot understand even a single line. Then he advised me, okay, simply copy that answer. So I was just copying that answer. Swami gave me a very, very surprising result. What happened was, as I started writing back, all my earlier studied answers and other things were coming through, and I started recollecting all subjects I have studied earlier. Then I was able to answer the first question, then subsequently all the questions, and believe me, it was 96% in that paper I got. And because of that confidence, I could read all the subjects, could understand well, and started writing all the examinations very well. I passed the first year in the very first class. Thus, Swami helped me to 3 things. One is, avoided the pervertedness. Then, saving me from bad companies. And though introduction, but showed me one more thing, is the power of Ramanama. How Ramanama has helped me to overcome the difficulty of the mental condition. Then after completion of my engineering, there were no such much incidents in my engineering. Then I joined in 1966 in HAL as probationary engineer. Then for the second time, my pervertedness came up. This had happened during my working in HAL. Because my basic qualification is mechanical engineering, so I thought I had to read aeronautical engineering also. For that I started reading and want to graduate in aeronautical engineering from All India Institute of Aeronautical Society. So that one of those examinations I was writing in the 3rd floor of Indian Institute of Bangalore Power Engineering building. There I came little early on that day to write that examination, and I was sitting on the parapet wall. Suddenly my mind started going, thinking, what are all the use of these things? This again pervertedness came up. Then I started thinking, what is this? Again, by achieving all these things, finally I am going to die. So thinking this, I started thinking to put my legs onto the other side of the parapet wall and jump from the 3rd floor to the ground floor and see what happens to my body. I want to observe myself. This is a very bad, shows very bad pervertedness and bad renunciation. Then Swami probably not allow me to die like that. Somebody closed the door of the lift with a bang. Then suddenly my thoughts came to me to the normal condition. Then I thought, what is this again nonsense I am doing? So then I suddenly got up and came back to my examination hall and waited for the examination. So this is the second time that Swami saved me from my perverted called renunciation. Then Swami told me also, first time gave me the taste of voluntary servicing. This had happened when I presented some research papers in the Indian Institute of Engineers. Then they approached me and asked me, can you take up some teaching to AMIE students? Then I accepted them. Then I started teaching to AMIE students freely. Then at the end of these courses of 3 batches, the students approached me and started appreciating me and told me that how well they have understood the subject and how well it has helped them to write the examinations and pass well. So this gave me so much amount of happiness and satisfaction. I realized that not only another thing is, I felt this really doing as a savor to others without any returns. Both have helped me to realize how good is to help to others. So this is Swami's first indication to me as the effect of voluntary servicing. As I have told you earlier about my second daughter, she was mentally retarded in her early birth itself. For the treatment of which we have did all types of ritual and as well as consulted several doctors and several famous institutions, including NIMHANS, National Institute of Mental Sciences in Bangalore, then Vellore Hospital, Medical College Hospital, Madras, then various specialists also. All of them gave some medicines, but none of them have worked. And in spite of that, instead of decreasing her seizures used to increase in a day, number of seizures, because the effect of a seizure will further damage her brain, because during a seizure the whole oxygen supply to the brain will be stopped. So thus, I found totally rejected in the life. See how the man so much invented and advanced in science, education, research and all that. In spite of that, he is totally helpless in such conditions. I felt so much amount of dejected in the life. I thought I may become mad. At that time, we heard, when we have carried this child to a nearby cinema theatre, people who are sitting by our side have suggested, have saw the child and that condition and told us that one of their relatives' child also was in such a similar condition, and when they approached Baba in Whitefield, he has blessed her and that baby is perfect now. So this gave us a ray of hope. So then we went to Whitefield. One day we went to Whitefield. There were very few people in those days. And there was a small path from the Swami's main bungalow gate to a main entrance gate. And lot of trees on both sides of the path. And few ladies will be sitting one side and gents will be sitting on the other side. But there will be a bend in the path. So my wife was sitting on the other side after the bend. So the gents were coming in my view and I could not see how my wife holding the children, what is happening to her. I was sitting a little in the front side and we were all waiting for Swami to come. I took a hara, purchased outside a hara and holding in my hand to offer it to Swami. So because there was some time to come, Swami to come, I have closed my eyes and repeating Ramanama as usual. Then when I opened my eyes, my neighbor has told me, what a fool you are. Swami came and passed us and went forward. And while going, he stood in front of you for a few moments and saw you closing your eyes and waited for you to open, but you didn't open. And he just passed away. Then I thought, I have lost the most very, very important opportunity. Then I thought at least Swami should bless my child. Then, but I cannot see my wife, what is happening there. So Swami, after seeing all devotees, came back to, started back. But while coming back, he went through the ladies only. He didn't see gent side. So he went straight back to the gates. Then the gates were about to be closed. Swami was about to enter the bungalows. Gates were about to be closed. Then suddenly, as an impulse, it occurred to me. Because people say that you are God. And if you are really my God, Rama, you please come back and touch my flowers in my hand. I have prayed him so strong, I think. Swami, the gates which were about to be closed, then suddenly they have opened and Swami turned back and came straight to me and touched my flowers and went back. And I was really shocked to see this. So it gave me that a confidence that Swami is nothing but Lord Rama reincarnated. Then I was so happy, really happy. But still I am little bit not satisfied fully, because the purpose for which we came is to get blessings to my child. I don't know whether my child is blessed or not. So when all the people started getting up and going, I met my wife and saw my wife. And I saw my child's head fully white. I asked her, what is it? This head has become so much white. Then he told, Swami rubbed her head and lot of vibhuti came over her head. So thus Swami blessed my child also. So then I was fully satisfied with that feeling. So with that happiness we went back to city Bangalore. This is how my second child led to my Lord Rama in the human form. Then second time is subsequently I had a problem with my hearing, and now I have been promoted to senior level in HAL. And while attending some important meetings, I could not hear people talking from a long distance. So this problem made me to consult a ears ENT specialist in Bangalore. Then he examined me and told me that you have to undergo an operation. And that operation is a very, very delicate operation, which consists of replacing one of the conducting bones called stirrup, which has become stiff because of calcium deposit around it. So it has to be replaced by a plastic piston, and the new plastic piston should perfectly match and sit there and start conducting. Then only you get your hearing 100%. Otherwise, even the existing hearing will become zero. So that is why it is a very delicate operation. And he suggested me this type of operation was being done in those days by 2 surgeons only successfully. That is, one in Bombay, another is in Madras, one called Subramanian. He has named his hospital as Lempert Hospital after the name of his professor who has taught him the operation, this type of operations doing in England. So now because Madras is close by, so I decided to go to Madras, and we went to Madras. And it so happened, this was in 1980 February, during the this Shivaratri days. So we went there and prayed Swami to help me to make this operation success. I underwent the operation, and the operation became very successful, and the doctor was also happy. Not only myself, and the doctor was also happy, because the way it has shown the result after the operation was very good, excellent. Then I took 2 weeks for recovery there only. Then we came back to our house. But when we came to our house and opened those days we have a small almirah type puja room where we keep all the photos and idols of Swami and other deities. So there is a small Shiva photo which was given by my mother, brought from Kashi when she went in for tour. So that idol, I saw a lot of vibhuti, a heap of vibhuti on the photo of Shiva. And not only that, my operation was actually happened on Shivaratri day. So this coincidence I found very, very happy and took it as a blessing from Swami. And subsequently also, Swami showed, we used to do idols, keep idols on every Dashera for 9 days and do pujas every day, morning and evening. And on the last day, Vijayadashmi day, I used to do Sahasranama of Swami. After I became devotee, This all is happening after my decade. So I used to do Sahasranama of Swami. Then after doing Sahasranama Puja and Harati and all that, the next day we started removing. When we removed the Swami's photo, lot of liquid started pouring from Swami's Vibhuti down. I really wondered. It was a little sweet also. How it came, I don't know. So I thought this was Swami's blessings, or we devotees called it as Amritam. So this was another indication that Swami is with us. I was very, very happy. Afterwards, we have constructed our own house and went to our own house in 1981. On the very first Gruhapravesham day, Swami showed his presence with us in the new house. How it happened is, this new house is quite in a remote place where there is no transportation facility from other nearby areas. Where I was staying in Vijayanagara, old area, it is quite far away. So I didn't expect. But when I was staying in Hosalli, I joined in Sevadal in 1981. One Krishna Kumar, who was financial advisor here in our institute, his father, Mr. Parthasarathi, was there. He has introduced me all the samitis and all that. And I joined in Sevadal. At that time, KK, or Krishna Kumar, as he called KK, has encouraged me to join in Sevadal, and I joined in Sevadal in 1981. 82 we shifted to the new house. So all the friends we have is Sai devotees and Sevadal. So we invited them, but we didn't hope all of them will come. But still we told the cooks to prepare prasadam, lunch or dinner for about 50 people. 50 to 75 people. Then they said, okay sir. But when the Gruhapravesham day, in the evening when we conducted the bhajan, the people's attendance were so many people, I feared that our prasadam of 50-75 is not at all suitable, sufficient to them. So then I approached and asked the cooks. They said, sir, don't worry, it is about for 100 people we have prepared, because normally for such functions people will exceed the number. But I found really it is not 150. It is more than 150, not 100, more than 150. Because Sevadal, so many Sevadal have come far away, and so many Sai devotees have come from earlier area, Sosalli, or now called Vijayanagara. So I really feared and prayed, Swami, help me in this situation. Then, before that, Swami has indicated his presence while they were conducting the bhajan and singing a bhajan. Rara Rajiva Lochana. Ra ani piliste Rava Yemi. Radhamuna Kurchani Rara ma intiki. This is what it means, is inviting Swami to come to our house. And if I address you in a single person like Ra, you don't come, you come in Radham or the chariot. Please come. That is his bhajan. I don't know, Swami really felt that he has to come. a hara was cut and suddenly fallen. So Swami has already indicated his presence there. So I strongly prayed Swami to help in this prasadam also. Then, to my happiness, Swami really helped us, and all more than 150 people. When actually Sevadal, you know Sevadal, how they serve the people. The people, two people's prasadam to one person. Like that they served. So I really got nervous what will happen. But it came all to 150 people or more than 150 people. And the last plates were to my wife and myself. And no prasadam was left. So this showed me that my Swami is with me in my new house also. Then later on, Swami gave Amritam also in my puja room. In the new puja room was quite big in the new house there. There some photos. There this Amritam came in droplets like thing. First, then I thought, Swami, why it should come? It may be my sprinkling of water or some oil while putting the oil in the deepam. It might have fallen on the photos. So I prayed Swami to get these droplets of Amritam on a photo which is about 5 feet above from place where we sit. And that was the photograph of Kanchi Kamakshi given by Paramacharya at the time of our marriage as his blessings. And after a few days I am surprised I see clearly those Amritam droplets on that photo. So that way Swami showed me his full presence in the new house also. And while we were in Sevadal, we used to attend to all 5 days. We used to 3 of the 4 days in a month we used to devote to Sevadal work, Sundays, and special festival days and some hospital duties for 1 week applying leave. This type of duties used to be there in Sevadal. One day, one Sunday, every third Sunday, we used to go to Leprosarium in Magadi Road, because we were staying in close by area. So our samtis have been asked to attend to that. In Leprosarium, when we go, in those days, actually the Leprosarium bhajan was started in 1968. People were hesitant to go there, so much fear also was there. Then Swami called them and assured them, don't worry, I will be there with you and take care of. You continue with Seva. So that Seva continued, and I continued in 1981 and also. Then during our Seva, we will go to the wards, invite all the patients to come to the bhajan, and we sit along with them, do the bhajan for about 1 hour. After they go back to their wards, we visit their wards and give them prasadam in their own plates and ask them to pray Swami to get cured fast. And we distribute Swami's Vibhuti also. This was used to do on every third Sunday daily. In spite of other people's fears that this leprosy is very dangerous fever. I would like to tell you a few incidents where Swami showed me and made me to come closer to him. First incident was, Swami one day called Rama Brahmam, who was in those days in charge of Vrindavan campus, Vrindavan building, Swami's building. He told me, he told Ramabrahmam, Ramabrahmam, these pigeons are doing a lot of noise during when I go to sleep in the afternoons. They sit in the window and do a lot of noise. So you post some sevadal there and see that the pigeons are not making any noise there. So this sevadal felt very, very good opportunity because Swami's bedroom is in the first floor there, and just below that bedroom in the ground we will be sitting with a stick, and whenever the pigeons try to come there, we used to drive away them. So actually it was a competition among Sevadal who will get this chance. From Swami's grace, because of Swami's grace, I got one day that duty, and I was doing that duty. That day my thoughts went in a way that I thought, Swami, we are doing so many pujas, so many sadhanas, Nagar Sankirtan, bhajans, all these things, and we pray you so many times, so many things. But I don't know whether all our prayers are reaching you or not. How do I know? Swami, please indicate me. Even if you don't tell, at least indicate me positively. I also prayed him, please indicate me when. Normally Baba gives us Padanamaskar for Sevadal, while a lady Sevadal sitting in the one row and opposite row gent Sevadal were sitting. So please come while coming for giving the Padanamaskar and tell that all your prayers are reaching me. But then I got a doubt whether Swami is standing when all Sevadal were sitting one by one nearby. Then how do I know that it is intended to me? It may be the Sevadal sitting next to me or next to this side. How do I know? So please, Swami, touch my head. After telling that, please touch my head, indicating me that it is me. This is a very simply foolish idea, but anyway I prayed it. Swami took it very seriously probably. So one day when we were taking Padanamaskar, Swami came and gave us Padanamaskar. But what had happened to me I do not know. When Swami came and started seeing me, the face of Swami is so beautiful, and I forgot everything in the world and only seeing Swami, nothing else. And what Swami was doing also I didn't see. Swami just passed. Then the Sevadal sitting by my side asked, what is that you are sitting simply? You are not taking even Padanamaskar. Swami has told you several times in Kannada. 3 times it appears he has told that in Prardhana ನನಗೆ ಸೇರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. He told 3 times and touched your head also. You don't even, there was no reaction at all in you. But I was very, very happy because Swami indicated that Swami is accepting all my prayers. What else I want in my life? My God is accepting me and taking me. What else? This is the first incident that had happened. Then second, I felt one more thing, how Swami teaches very beautifully to Sevadal. One day, he called a group of Sevadal, and we were all sitting in the central dome area of Vrindavan. Swami was asked the students there to give us some prasadam. They gave us some biscuits and some juice also were given. But none of the Sevadal were taking the prasadam. They were seeing only Swami. Then Swami said, what is that you are seeing in my face? Take prasadam. Then Then we started taking the juice. But the other prasadam like biscuits, other dry fruits, then we put in our pockets. Then Swami observed this and said, "What is this you are doing? Huh? You are not eating. Huh? I know. That is good. You want to share with your family prasadam of Swami. That is what I expect from all your people. Don't be selfish. Share whatever you get with all others." This is another example what Swami teaches us. Then one next thing is one of Sevadals. He started asking other Sevadal ones, you ask what you want. We were all simply sitting. Then Swami came to one Sevadal, asked Nagaraj, one by name Nagaraj, "What do you want?" So he is sitting simply. Then Swami said, "How is your wife?" Then said Swami, "She is not well." "I know. She is having breast cancer." I know. Then he created a chain and gave it to him. He asked him to put this chain in her neck and said, "Swami will take care of all Sevadal. Don't worry about it. All your families, all of you, I will take care. Please do Swami's work," without any other thought. This is one way of teaching to Swami, to Sevadal. Swami teaching all of us. When we are doing Swami's work, Swami will take care of all our problems. Then another beautiful thing is when Professor Anil Kumar, I think most of you may be knowing, he is a professor in our college in Whitefield as well as I think Puttaparthi. He has given lot of speeches. One of his son-in-law, one Mr. Shyam, who was a Sevadal, my co-Sevadal at that time, and he was also my colleague in HAL working in helicopter division. A few days or a month back, his marriage was done by Swami himself. So he asked Shyam, "How was your marriage?" and some details of the marriage in Kannada. Then Shyam answered, "Swami, I don't know Kannada." "Oh, you don't know Kannada? I see." Then, "Eshtu sambala?" Then he immediately replied. Then Swami told, "Oh, the moment I asked sambala, you understood the Kannada." Huh? That is the effect of money. Huh? Our Sevadal should not give much importance to money at all. Please do your seva without any attention to money. The money, we should not care for money in anything, in all our seva activities. This is one way of the other way to do it. So these are the three things I like how Swami teaches us. Then later I joined in our institute. This had happened when I came on about a week's leave from HAL, when I was working in HAL, just before my retirement. Our KK was in those days, that is Krishna Kumar, was financial advisor. I just went there to see him and go in the evening. Then suddenly he asked me, "What happened to you? You have retired, isn't it?" "Yes, I have retired." "Then what you are doing now?" Then I was as a design consultant, I was still working as a design consultant to the Aeronautical Development Agency, who are the responsible for design, development, production of light combat aircraft in those days. LCA they call. So he told me, "You want still earn money or you want to do service to Swami?" Then I simply remembered that actually before retirement I did my MBA in operations research, just with the hope that after my retirement, at least I will get some chance to serve in my Swami's organizations, especially some educational institutions. So I passed the MBA also in the first class. So, but anyway, I didn't get still opportunity at that time. So when KK sir offered whether you will join in our institute, that hospital service, as in the biomedical coordinator, Then I immediately accepted. So I joined here as biomedical coordinator in 2006, after my retirement in 2004. After joining in the institute, there was heart operation in 2014. How this happened also, it's slightly wonderful because I just casually went through a cardiology department. Casually went. It was not a very serious, because I didn't have any problem of heart at that time. I was just having some breathing heavily as I climbed about 2-3 stories. So I just went to a cardiology department and said that this I am having. Then they also said, okay, we will do one small test. Then they did all ECG and all that, and even including stress test. And they said everything is normal. But anyhow, you can see Dr. Das and go. So I finally went to Dr. Das. And Dr. Das said, you are already 70 years now, and you are saying that you are having some problem of breathing after climbing so many stories. So why don't we carry some angio? I said, okay, sir. So if you feel that, I said, okay, sir. Then he did angio, and still, when I was still on the operating table, he expressed a sudden surprise. Rao, you are having a very bad blocks of 6 numbers. Unless you are operated immediately, it is not safe for you. There was no pain at all, but still he said the blocks were very, very bad blocks. That means high percentage of blockage. But he said, we cannot do that operation in our institute because you are above 60 years and you should have a special permission from our director. Then I approached the then director, Dr. Swarna Bharadwaj, who immediately gracefully accepted and approved the operation by Swami's grace, and I went through the operation in 2014. Now I have completed 5 years and there was no problem at all. Jai Sai Ram.
సంపన్న దేశము భారత్ ఈజ్ an extremely prosperous and నైతిక ధార్మిక ఆధ్యాత్మిక సంపత్తికి మూల స్థానము. This is the birthplace for the moral life, the adhyatmic life and the dharmic life. లౌకిక జీవితముకు ఇది అన్నపూర్ణ వంటిది. This Bharat is like Annapurna. ఇట్టి పవిత్రమైన దేశమును ఈనాడు మనము బీద దేశంగా భావించుకోవటం ఇది కేవలము ఒక భ్రాంతియే. It is a type of delusion which is wrongly got if we consider such a great country as a poor country. మనది బీద దేశము కాదు. We are not a poor country. ఇది సంపన్న దేశము. This is extremely wealthy, rich. సంపన్న దేశమే కాకుండా మొఘల చక్రవర్తులు, తురస్కులు, ఐరోపా వారు దీనిపైన దండెత్తి ఎందుకు వచ్చారు? If only this is not a wealthy and rich country, why did these Mughals or people from Europe invade this country to plunder? కానీ సంపద ఉండినప్పటికీ దానిని మనం సంరక్షించుకోలేకపోతున్నాం. We have wealth and richness, but we have not been able to protect it. కారణం ఏమిటి? What is the reason? సర్వ సంపదలు ఉంటున్నవి కానీ భారతీయుని యందు ఐకమత్యం క్షీణించినది. There is all types of wealth and prosperity in Bharat, but there is no unity among them. స్వాతంత్రమును సాధించారు కానీ ఐక్యతను సాధించలేదు. We have been able to get freedom, but not unity. ఐక్యత లేకపోవటం చేతనే ఇన్ని అనర్థములకు మూల కారణమైనది భారతదేశం. All these problems are cropping up on account of lack of unity among us. గజనీ మహమ్మదు భారతదేశంలో పంజాబ్ పైన నాగరకోటను ముట్టడించినప్పుడు ఆ నాగరకోట నుంచి కూడాను 700 మనువులు బంగారును ఒంటెల పైన ఎత్తుకుని పోయారు. When Ghazini invaded India and attacked the Punjab, he plundered 700 mounds of gold from here to his place. నాగరకోట యందు 30 గజముల వెడల్పుతో 15 గజముల పొడవుతో ఉండినటువంటి ఒక రజిత గృహమునే నిర్మించినప్పుడు ఆ గృహాన్ని కూడాను పునాదులతో తోడుకొని తీసుకుని వెళ్ళారు. This place Nagapatna had 30 feet by 50 feet, a golden room, 30 yards by 15 yards, a golden room itself, which was totally removed and taken away. ఇలాంటి సంపన్న దేశమునందు మనం జన్మించి కూడాను ఈ సంపన్న భావమును మనలో ఆవిర్భవించుకోకపోవటం ఇది కేవలం దురదృష్టం. After being born in such a rich country, if we do not have such pride and richness of thought, ఏ కార్యమునందు చూచినా కూడాను స్వార్థము స్వప్రయోజనమే తాండవమాడుతున్నది. Whatever work we undertake, we are swayed by selfishness and self-interest. ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా, స్వార్థమును త్యజించాలి. Embodiments of divine love. ఐకమత్యమును చేపట్టాలి. Give up selfishness. దేశం యొక్క ఐక్యతలో ఆనందాన్ని అనుభవించాలి. And we should enjoy bliss within the nation.
భవ భయ హరణ వందిత చరణ, 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 జయనాద జయ మాధవ గౌరీ, జయనాద జయ మాధవ గౌరీ, జయనాద జయ మాధవ గౌరీ, జయనాద జయ మాధవ గౌరీ, మంగళ చరణ కలిమల దహన, మంగళ చరణ కలిమల దహన, మంగళ చరణ కలిమల దహన, నారాయణ కేశవ, నారాయణ కేశవ, జయనాద జయ మాధవ గౌరీ, జయనాద జయ మాధవ గౌరీ, భవ భయ హరణ వందిత చరణ, భవ భయ హరణ వందిత చరణ, భవ భయ హరణ మంగళ చరణ, జయ రామ